who are automatic qualifiers there. Hannah Scully, Olivia Heaton and Georgia Miller 1, 2 and 3 after 3 rounds. Danielle McKenzie and Lizzie Wellborn close enough if good enough, and all these girls further down the page looking for a big result here in round 4 to get them back up the overall point score. Lizzie Wellborn definitely one to watch, isn't she, Jack Hansen? We welcome her back from sickness, her first round back into competition after a few weeks off.
Yeah, certainly very exciting to see Lizzie Wellborn back in racing, Josh, and what a lineup we have here today.
Go further down the page. Outram, Owen, Papak, Pearce, Hannah Scully 16, but number 1 on the point score. Maddie Spencer, Lizzie Wellborn and Bay Wildenstead, one of the girls to watch in the future. She's going to be very, very good. We're on the line, set to go, and once again, there's going to be 2 different options here for the girls. You can head to the left-hand side of the top of the screen in the rip, or the far south. There's another little rip running out there. What you don't want to do is get smacked in the centre on the bank, and Lizzie Wellborn's done just that. Got on, been smacked by a small wave and gone off and over the side, and that is not what you want.
Well, welcome back to racing, Lizzie Wellborn. That goes to show how tricky the conditions here at Currumbin are. Danielle McKenzie pops up over the top of one. She looks to be an early leader. Brielle Cooper in the mix as well. We can see the rest of the field back over her right hand shoulder, and she's moving through very, very quickly at this early stage.
And maybe Georgia Miller in the centre there alongside Danielle McKenzie have got the best of the jump. Ruby Nolan trying to go with her, as well as Maddie Spencer there. So maybe a little bit of, well, race rust for Lizzie Wellborn. Hasn't done a lot of racing in the last couple of months, and that first start has put her way down the field, but she's trying to get herself back into it there. You can see that yellow board at the back. That is Lizzie Wellborn trying to get out to sea and back onto the lead pack, and at the moment it's Georgia Miller, Danielle McKenzie, Ruby Nolan in 3rd, Maddie Spencer in 4th place, Bay Wildenstead and Brielle Cooper in 5 and 6, and maybe that's Grace Gurr on the far right hand side really working her way out to sea. Rolls out the back, so some big swell on this back bank for Currumbin there has forced a couple of the girls to roll, and Brielle Cooper handled that very, very well.
Well, the 4 to 5 foot sets, Josh, rolling through on that back bank here at Currumbin in this one have certainly held up our front markers. It looks as though Bay Wildenstead may have snuck through as well and gone to the lead now, and what that does is allows our chasers back into the mix.
The girls out, up and over the last few waves into green water. This one might slow up the back markers as well, and a couple have been hit there. Hannah Scully well down. You can see her alongside Lizzie Wellborn here trying to get back into this race. So these girls, it's go time for the overall championship, the overall point score, and some of the big guns are a long, long way down. Olivia Heaton, she's in the blue top as well. Got to work her way into this, and Grace Gurr thought more of a ski paddler. It seems to be tacked onto the back of that lead pack, so good form from Grace Gurr from the BMD Northcliffe Club.
Well, we can see the girls heading back towards the right-hand side of screen, Josh, and what happened off the beach is there's a big rip or gutter working out to the left-hand side, so the girls went left, used the sweep to take them into the big outlet, and now we're working back towards the first turning can.
We're heading out to that first blue can, and it is Georgia Miller right alongside her as Bay Wildenstead, and then Maddie Spencer and this girl Danielle McKenzie. You can see Ruby Nolan and Nicola Owen on that right hand side. They're starting to work their way into it. So 2 girls, one's a 17, one's just a first year 19 there. The future is very, very bright in women's board paddling. There's Brielle Cooper cutting in on the inside, and a lot of experience for a young girl in Brielle Cooper, one of the best big wave competitors in the sport. She loves it when the swell turns on, and that's that front pack, and you can just see Grace Gurr dropping off ever so slightly as Lizzie Wellborn right here and Hannah Scully on the right there start to work their way into it.
Well, Josh, plenty of congestion around the can there as we see Danielle McKenzie struggle to get her hands in. Ruby Nolan and Emily Doyle battling around the cans also, and this race has certainly come back together from a very separated and split up start.
You can see on the far right hand side on the whiteboard, that's Nicola Owen. She's the only lay down paddler in the field, so she chooses the lay down option the entire time, and she's very, very quick. But our leader, Georgia Miller, she had an absolute masterclass in Wollongong. She won the round there. She led from start to almost finish there, and then she's trying to do it again for the second round in a row. There's a wave on offer here. Bay Wildenstead's not going to get it. Will Georgia Miller? No, she won't. And the rest of the field's gone to the right-hand side. Georgia Miller's gone to the left. Here comes Danielle McKenzie. She starts to try and push down at Nicola Owen and Emily Doyle as well, but Bay Wildenstedten's going to try and get over the top of this one. So is Maddie Spencer, and I don't think they'll get down it. Spencer's the only one still going. Spencer tries to push over the top. She gets down it. Oh, she's going to go very, very late. Comes late down the drop there, and Maddie Spencer's gone past Georgia Miller. She's gone past Bay Wildenstetten and onto a wave on her own, and I think she's going to take out round 4.
Well, great speed and skills there from Maddie Spencer. Josh, come over that very late, but managed to just come down the front of that one with the white water instead of throwing that nose down the mine shaft. Lizzie Wellborn and Hannah Scully, two very, very good board paddlers, very tight rivals, are going to be on the wave racing for 4th.
Yeah, they've got themselves back into this one, gone past Nicola Owen and Ruby Nolan. Oh, a couple of stumbles have fallen off there, but no doubting our winner, Maddie Spencer, might just be the most informed board paddler in the country at the moment, and she takes out round 4 of the First National Real Estate Board Race. Bay Wildenstetten in 2nd. Georgia Miller, our leader, almost the entire way, gets 3rd there. The sprint on up the beach for the minor placings. Nicola Owen goes up and around. Livia Heaton, Ruby Nolan, as well as Carla Papak there, charges across the line. Grace Gurr, Electra Outram, Danielle McKenzie, and that is how they'll finish. Maddie Spencer gets a maximum of 100 points for round 4 of the First National Real Estate Female Board Race. Bay Wildenstetten in 2nd. In 3rd, Georgia Miller. We go further down the page. Nolan, Papak, Mahalis, Gurr, Outram, McKenzie as well. Dunn and Doyle round us out.
Oh, that was an awesome wave to get onto at the end. I didn't think I was going to get down, and I thought I was going to get sucked out the back and just held on.
Let's talk about heading out. How are your position going around the cans?
I was positioned 3rd going around the cans. I was just in the back of Georgia.
And then it's the effort coming home, obviously, to try and chase whatever's in the ocean and try and pick up a wave like you did.
Yeah, I made a mistake yesterday going too far on the inside, so I thought I'd try head left of the way in, and paid off.
No mistakes pay off for Maddie Spencer, and that skyrockets her into 2nd overall on the point score. Lizzie Wellborn jumps up into 3rd as well. Heaton and Miller off the podium so far, and Hannah Scully with a commanding lead with just 2 rounds to go. So things are getting serious in the First National Real Estate Board Race on the women's side.